Y'all, today we are going to do the absolutely unbelievable with this leftover Christmas box. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. This is about to become this. Just wait until you see it. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. And thank all of you who keep coming back for coming back and supporting me. I truly appreciate it. Today is going to be a really good one because I am going to show you one of the easiest techniques ever to be able to take this box and turn it into this multi-section desktop organizer, tabletop organizer, bathroom organizer, however you want to use it. You're going to see just how easy it is to make. And y'all, look at how absolutely upscale this looks. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to give you a closer look. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at the actual box bottom that we're going to be using. Now, I will not be taking this box apart, so if you are interested in making this project and you don't have a box, you will need to make a box that is approximately 12 by 4 7/8 and 3 inches tall. So that is the measurement size for this box. And I know some of you left me comments that you didn't have some of the box sizes that I had. It's really okay if you don't have those because I know that you can make a box that is 12 by 4 7/8 and 3 inches tall. So that is the size of my box, and I'm going to take this flimsy old rinky-dink box bottom and we're going to turn it into this beautiful multi-section desktop holder, complete with some of my fun little metal feet that I like to use, and I've added some metal hardware and then some metal decorative pieces. Some of you left comments recently that you were glad to see me making boxes again. And for those of you who might be new to my channel, box making, paper purse making, that is my jam. So I am going to be doing a lot more of that this year, and we're going to be making boxes such as this to give you ideas on ways you can take common items and turn them into something really useful for your home. And that's exactly what we have here because you can place this anywhere. Easy peasy to make. I am going to show you how I create my sections. We probably won't create as many as I've created here, but you'll get the gist of how to customize yours to fit the sections that you need. So here's what we're going to need to make it. So I have my box, and this box size is approximately 12 by 4 7/8 by 3 inches tall. Then for the sturdiness part of this project, this will be a chipboard project. So if you don't have chipboard, you can try doubling up on some cereal boxes, using some cardboard boxes, using shoe boxes, anything that's going to give you that hard board consistency. And so the chipboard pieces that I have, and I've already taped these on the back, I have two pieces that measure 4 5/8 by 2 7/8. I have two pieces that measure 2 7/8 by 11 7/8. I have two pieces that measure 4 3/4 by 11 7/8. And then I have a piece that measures 12 by 12. So those are the chipboard pieces. Then I have 4 pieces of 12 by 12. I'm using that chocolate brown paper. We might not need all 4 pieces, but we're going to start with 4 pieces just to play it safe, depending on how many dividers I make and all of that. And then I am going to be using peel and stick wallpaper from the Dollar Tree as the original foundation for this. So this is where my design is coming from. I'm using these plank boards as the design for this particular box. And I have 2 sheets of the Dollar Tree peel and stick wallpaper, and this wallpaper is 11 by 16. You don't have to have the peel and stick wallpaper. You can use roll paper, sheet paper, contact paper, wallpaper, whatever it is you want to use on your project, you can do that. One of my pieces will go in the bottom of my box like this. And then my other pieces will be placed around. So like I said, I've already attached my tape to the back. I am going to peel away my tape backers so that we can go ahead and start the box build. Now, if you don't have one of these boxes and you want to make this project, stay tuned, because at the end of this video, I will include some bonus footage on making your own box. It'll be a very quick little bonus video, but it will help you to be able to make your own box. So I have removed the tape from the backs of my chipboard, and I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it down on the inside like this, and that firms up the base. Now, I just made a mistake because I meant to cover this in my chocolate paper before I actually placed it down. No problem. I'm just going to cut out a piece of chocolate paper at 4 3/4 by 11 7/8 and lay it down on top. So let's just go ahead and cut out our piece that is 4 3/4 by 11 7/8. And I am just going to add some tape to the back. I made a little oopsie. It's okay. When that happens, we just go with the workaround. So now I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to put it in just like I did that first piece. So, problem solved. So now I'm going to take my two pieces that measure 2 7/8 by 11 7/8, and we're going to take the scrap piece that was left over, and I am just going to place this down. And I really am guessing how much I'm leaving here at the top. And then I'll take this piece and we'll place it down. And now let's just trim away the excess. And I'll just do a slight angle in here and here. And then I'll free these two pieces. Trim away that excess. So basically all we did was we took the leftover scrap and we covered those two pieces that measured 2 7/8 by 11 7/8. Now I'm just going to take these, fold it like that, fold this like that. Then I'm going to add some tape. To both pieces. We'll take this piece and we're just going to slide it all the way in to the bottom like that, and then we place it down. See how that is? And then we just fold over. So then I'll bring in another 12 by 12 inch piece. We are going to place that down. On the 4 5/8 inch side like this. And we'll take this one and we will place it down right next to it. So now let's just cut out these pieces. I'll add some tape to the back, and then we'll place them on the inside just as we have done the two long ones. Right, so before we put these in, we are going to take them and just place them to make sure that they're going to fit and that they're not too long. If they were too long, then we would cut off some, but these have a good fit on them. So I am just going to remove the tape backer, take this piece, place it down and fold over, go in on the inside to get that stuck, and then I'll do the same thing on this end. And I'll go across the top and we'll square everything. All right, so now I'm going to bring in the peel and stick wallpaper, and I am just going to take one piece and I'm going to take it on one end and just place it down like that. Then I'm going to fold it over to the bottom. And then I'll bring it to the back, but the back is going to be too long when I fold it over, so I am going to need to remove some of that back. But we'll fix that. And I'm going to trim. Place that there. And continue my little trim. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of tape. So I have it like this. In my corners, I am just going to go ahead and cut like this. Now this is the way that I chose to do it. Does that mean that it's the right way? No. You might want to do yours differently. So I'm just going to bring that up and fold it over like that. And then I'll do the same thing and then I'll do the same thing over here, as well as here. So let's take this piece, fold it back, and then we'll fold up like that. Let's do the same thing over here. So I'll just cut, and we'll just cut off these flaps right here. So now on this one, you can see that we have the bottom done. You can see that we have the front and the back done, but we need to clean up the sides. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to make the sides on this one brown because I wanted more contrast on this than I had on the other one. So I'm going to cut two pieces at 6 by 4 3/4. And so I am going to score on the 6-inch side at 1/2 inch and at 1/2 inch for both. And then I'm going to score at 3. on the 4 7/8 inch side. So let's score at 3. So now we're just going to fold these. I am going to cut off this end here, the smaller end. You might have an idea of a way that you want to try on building this. And I truly encourage everyone to always give their idea a try, because that is how we learn in paper crafting. We have to give it a try to know if it's going to work. So now we'll be taking this piece, we'll fold over and fold in like this. So I am going to take my tape and tape both of these pieces. Let's remove the backers and put our pieces down by first going to the bottom. Let's fold over, and then let's fold in. Take my bone folder, get everything nice and stuck. And so now we'll take that second one, and let's do the same thing that we did with the first one. We're going to put it down, fold that over, and fold in. Now let's go around the corners, get everything nice and stuck. Get everything nice and stuck. So now here on the front, y'all, I am going to add a couple of decorative elements, metals. So I'm going to put 2 holes right here at the top and at the bottom. I could have used my Crop-A-Dile Big Bite, and we'll punch a hole right here. Now I have these little metal snaps, and they're gold, and we're going to use them on our project. So we're going to put one right there, one right here. Punching through that chipboard is kind of hard. Then we're going to take our backs and just snap those on. And I'll just snap it on. And that gives us a nice decorative masculine look to this. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. Take both of these and put them in. If you don't have snaps, you can use brads. Open that hole just a little bit more. Take my snap, put it in, and then I'll take my topper, put it on. So now we have our 4 corners here decorated. I'm not going to do the back because of how I'll be placing the back piece on. So now we have this. Now I want to build a back for this. So I am going to take this chipboard piece, and I'm not going to remove any of the side, but I do want the top to not be as tall and to not be squared. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to trim it to 7 by 12. So we're going to have a chipboard piece that is 7 by 12. So let's just go ahead and cut away this. We save this because it's scrap chipboard. So now I'm going to take my ruler and I am going to make a mark at 3 inches on this side and at 3 inches on this side. Then I'm going to turn it this way here at the top, place my ruler, make a mark at 1.5 and at 10.5. Now I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to align it with my mark, scoot it over so that it hits this. I should have made that mark. Put that mark right there on the end. And we are going to cut this. So I am just going to take my ruler, place it down, take my finger blade, and cut. Like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So I'll just place it on that mark, align it with this mark, and cut. So now we have the back for our box, and it's going to go on just like this. I am going to cover this in tape, and then we're going to cover it in the chocolate paper. So I'll add the tape to this, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to peel away my tape backer, because this will be the back of my box. So I'm going to bring in that second piece of peel and stick wallpaper. And I added tape to this because it's such a large piece that I want to make sure that it stays nice and stuck. So I'm just going to take this and we're going to put it down like this. And then I'm just going to follow the shape of my chipboard to cut out my excess paper. Like this. And I can go ahead and just peel away these other backers. So now I'm just going to miter my edges so that we can fold over. So everywhere that I have a point, I'm going to angle in like this and like this. Everywhere that you have a point. So here. Angle in both directions. And so now here's our piece. We can just take these pieces and fold over. And then we can fold this over. And this is how the back will look. I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take another piece of that chocolate paper. We're going to place this down, and I'm going to take my pen and just trace. Like that. Then I'm going to take my ruler, and across the top here, I'm going to go in about 1/4 of an inch and just cut straight across. Then everywhere that I have a mark, I'm going to go in about 1/4 of an inch and cut. 1/4 of an inch here. And cut. This is about the easiest way I know to get a template for this shape. So then I can take it on the back side where I don't have my tape, and I can put it down, and I can tell if I need to cut off some more. And I do think I need to cut off some more. So first I'm going to start here with the bottom I'm going to trim off 1/4 inch. Now I'll take this and place it, and I can see that I'm pleased with the spacing at the top and at the bottom, but I do want to remove some more from the sides. So I am going to trim away just a little bit here and a little bit here. Now let's take this and do another test fit. And I like that fit. I like the look all the way around. So now I'm just going to take some tape and place tape around the edges. Because I already have tape on this part. So now I'll peel my tape backers away from the edges. And now we'll take this piece and we're going to put it on like this. And then this piece will go on the back like that. I think this is so super stylish. So what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to take some tape and I'm just going to stick some tape right in here so that this will hold when I glue it, because I'm going to be gluing this down on this piece here and I want to make sure that it holds. So I'm going to take my glue add some glue here, and I am going to be very generous with my glue. And the glue will eventually dry on the vinyl. It just takes a while. So I'm going to peel away this taped piece. Let's stand this up, and I'm going to come at it from behind and just get my ends nice and even. And I am just going to press down, and then I'll place it down. We'll go in with our handy dandy big old spatula. I wish you guys could see this one in person. I think it's my favorite, actually. I like this contrasting look here. And so while this is drying, I'm just going to go ahead and place my decorative metal pieces here on the front. We're going to place that one right there. And then we're going to place this one right here. Let's slide it up. And it might look a little off center, but this plank here is not centered. So that's why it might look odd to the eye. But we're just going to give this a moment to dry. And then we'll be back to put our feet on. All right, y'all, so everything is nice and dry, and I think that this is just so handsome. I think that any man would love to have something like this on his desk or in his office or in his man cave or workspace. Look at how gorgeous this is. And it's also perfect as a mail catcher by the front door. So I'm going to show you how we make the inserts for the inside, but I'm not going to do many because I want you to be able to configure this however you want. I'm just going to show you how to do it. So it looks like my interior is about 4 3/4 of an inch. So I know that this is 3 inches deep, and now we know that it's 4 3/4 inches this way. So I'm going to bring in my chipboard. I'm going to swap out my new blade for an old one that I've marked, and that's what I use to cut single or small pieces of chipboard. So this is 3 inches tall. I'm going to do all of my inserts at 2 7/8 of an inch. And I'll do 2 of those. So 2 7/8 tall. And let me just go ahead and cut these so that we can get them. And then we'll measure to see how wide they are. And these are approximately 5 inches wide. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim them down to 4 7/8 to start, because you always want to cut larger than you need, and then you can trim down if you need to. So I'm going to take this piece and we're going to try to put it in, and it still won't fit. So now I'm going to cut off another 1/8 of an inch, and that's going to take me down to 4 3/4, which was my original number. And now I can take this and we can put it in, and you can see that it fits. So I'll do this one as well. 4 3/4. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and cover this in tape, and then we're going to cover it in paper. So I'm going to start with my scrap paper first. So I'm going to take this one piece and let's put it at the very end. Go ahead and fold over, because I believe I should be able to do both pieces with this scrap. So let's go ahead and see if I can get both pieces down. So we're just going to take this, put it down. Let's fold over, and we can. So I am just going to fold over this way and cut. Fold over this way and cut. And now I'll just trim. And trim. Then I'm going to take this, fold over, take this one, fold over, and then we just trim away any excess. And now I'll just get this nice and stuck. So then you can take these, and I'm going to add glue along the edge, the bottom, and the side. So you want to place your glue on the 3 sides with the chipboard showing. Then you're just going to take this and you basically just put it in wherever you want it. You press down and then you press in. Now the Reptile adhesive looks kind of bad right now, but it will dry clear, so I'm not worried about how this looks. Then if you want to take your next one and put it in a little bit closer to this one. Let's say you want to store your bottles here. Just put your bottles in, figure out how close it needs to be. Then you can place another piece in. So let's just go ahead and add some glue. And y'all, I've been building boxes like this since I've been on YouTube, and I have not had a failure where my glue failed me at all. I still have a box sitting by the front door that I made my first year on YouTube, and we're still using that as a mail catcher. So I'm going to take my glue bottle, and I'm just going to put this in like this, because I want my glue bottles, if I put glue bottles in here, to be in their own little section. So again, we press down and squeeze in. Then you can create dividers to go in this way if you want. You can even angle those dividers. It's all up to you and how you want your box to be configured. I am just going to press down and press back. And when this dries, it is not going anywhere, I promise you. So now while that's drying, see how that looks? You can see that white glue. It will be clear and you won't see it. So now while this is drying, I am going to go ahead and apply the glue to my little metal feet. And y'all, if you're looking for the metals that I'm using, please make sure that you check my Amazon storefront under the metals button. When you go to my storefront, I have it broken down by categories and you will see metals. And just please go there for these feet, as well as my decorative knobs. So now I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to put them on like this. But I'm going to have to be very careful, and I'll probably have to hold this for a moment upright like this, because I am placing this glue on the peel and stick vinyl. It will hold, but it'll take a moment. So we're going to put our feet on like that. I'm going to give these just a moment to dry, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so the feet have dried enough for me to be able to take this, flip it over, and place it down. Now here's a little tip. If when you place yours down it's a little bit wobbly, just take it and tap it on the desk just a little bit so that the feet have a chance to really grab and settle, and that should eliminate the wobbliness. But look at how gorgeous this turned out. I did go ahead and add 2 of my little gold pieces at the top because I really wanted to tie everything in. And y'all, this is just so upscale looking. You can't find anything like this in the store, but you know where you can find it? In your craft room when you make it. So I'm going to flip this back over and just give you an idea of some of the ways that you can use this. I can take my big old spatulas and put them in right there. I can take some tape, put some tape there, or I can put my glue there. Or if I wanted to use this in the bathroom, I can put my nail polishes in here. We can add our scissors. We can create so many little compartments to be able to house so many things. Or if we want, you can put bath towels in here and place it in the bathroom. The possibilities of how we might want to use this, y'all, is only limited by your imagination. So I have brought them both back in so that you can see similar but different. On this one, we did go ahead and outfit the sides, and we added some metal pieces to the front. Whereas on this one, we added our metal pieces here. And of course, on the front of both, we put the door knockers. And we added feet to the bottom of both. Y'all, these are truly beautiful and so easy and so inexpensive. They started out as a Dollar Tree gift box. You can use the box top or the box bottom for projects like this. But look at how we were able to take something like that and turn it into something like this. I absolutely love these. So I hope that you have enjoyed this unique way of taking a Dollar Tree gift box, top or bottom, and turning it into a home organization station. If you have, please hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, y'all, this is what we do. And this is how we do it. In 2025, we're going to continue to innovate and step up the paper crafting game on YouTube. So I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye. Okay, so you want to make the project in today's video, but you don't have a box like the one I used. That's okay. We're going to make the box now. So you need 2 pieces, and my pieces are 9.5 by 10 7/8. And then I have another piece that's 10 7/8 by 9. So those are the 2 pieces that you will need, and you will need to join them together. So 9.5 by 10 7/8 and 9 by 10 7/8. So on the 9-inch side, score at 3 on 3 sides. The 2 short sides, the 1 long side. And then on the piece that measures 9.5, we score at 3 and we score at 9. And then rotate it to the 10 7/8 inch side, score at 3, rotate it to the opposite 10 7/8 inch side, and score at 3. Then we're just going to fold and burnish all of our scores. All right, so on this end where you have a corner piece here and a corner piece here, we are simply going to free those corner pieces by cutting straight down. And then let's angle in, cut straight down, angle in. Do the same thing with this one. So you have that narrow flap here, but you have the wider flap here. We're going to cut straight down and then angle in. Same thing over here, cut straight down and then angle in. And these pieces are going to be joined together like this. So I'm going to take some tape, and on this narrow strip here, let's add tape from the top to the bottom. And then I'm going to add another piece of tape right next to the score mark. Now I'm using tape. You can use glue if you like. So now we're going to take this piece and we're just basically going to join it to this piece. And now for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to use my tape runner here. But if I was making the box to use it on the project for real, I would definitely use glue. I would hold my box together with glue. Even here, I would probably use glue. I chose to use tape just to get that immediate stick. But you want to make sure that your box is nice and strong. So now we can just take this, put it together like this. And now, y'all, we have a box, albeit flimsy. We have a box that is the same size as this one. So once you put in your insert pieces, your chipboard pieces, everything is going to be firmed. And then once you cover this, that seam is no longer visible. So that is how easy it is to make this box if you don't have one and you want to make this project.